Google. We all know it. We use it every day. It's how we find stuff online. Need a recipe? Google it. Want to watch a funny video? Google it. Google is like magic. It answers all our questions. But where did this magical name come from? Let's find out. The story starts with a big number. But not just any big number. We're talking about a number so large that it stretches the limits of our imagination. This number is known as a googol, a really, really big number. It's called a googol. To put it simply, a googol is a 1 followed by 100 zeros. Imagine writing a 1 and then adding 0 after 0 until you have 100 of them. A googol is a 1 with 100 zeros after it. This number is so large that it surpasses the total number of atoms in the observable universe. Yes, you heard that right. The observable universe, which is unimaginably vast, contains fewer atoms than the number of zeros in a googol. That's a lot of zeros. Just think about it for a moment. If you were to write a googol by hand, it would take you an incredibly long time. You'd need a lot of paper and a lot of patience. But the concept of a googol doesn't stop there. It's even bigger than the number of grains of sand on all the beaches in the world. Imagine every grain of sand on every beach, in every desert and under every ocean. Even if you could count each one, the total number of grains of sand would still be far less than a googol. There's also something called a googolplex, which is even bigger than a googol. If you thought a googol was large, wait until you hear about a googolplex. A googolplex is a 1 followed by a googol zeros. That's right, a 1 with a googol zeros after it, it's a 1 with a googol zeros after it. Now that's mind-boggling. To give you some perspective, if you tried to write out a googolplex, you would run out of space in the observable universe. There simply isn't enough room to write all those zeros. The number is so vast that it defies comprehension. It's a number that exists more in the realm of theoretical mathematics than in practical use. But it's a fascinating concept that shows just how far our understanding of numbers can go. The idea of a googol and a googolplex was first introduced by the American mathematician Edward Kastner in the early 20th century. He wanted to illustrate the difference between an unimaginably large number and infinity. Kastner's 9-year-old nephew, Milton Serrata, actually coined the term googol and later googolplex. These terms have since become a part of mathematical lore, symbolizing the boundless nature of numbers. While a googol and a googolplex are not numbers we encounter in everyday life, they serve an important purpose in mathematics and science. They help us understand the concept of scale and the limits of our numerical system. They also remind us of the incredible power of human imagination and our ability to conceive of things far beyond our immediate experience. So, the next time you think about large numbers, remember the googol and the googolplex. These numbers stretch our minds and challenge our understanding of the universe. They are a testament to the infinite possibilities that exist within the realm of mathematics. And who knows, maybe one day we'll find a practical use for these colossal numbers. Until then, they remain a fascinating part of mathematical history and a symbol of the limitless nature of numbers. Back in the 1990s, two clever guys named Larry Page and Sergey Brin were creating a new search engine. These two were not just any ordinary college students, they were PhD candidates at Stanford University, one of the most prestigious institutions in the world. They had a vision, a dream, to organize the vast amount of information available on the internet in a way that was accessible and useful to everyone. The internet was still in its infancy, and search engines were rudimentary at best. Larry and Sergey wanted to change that. They wanted to create something revolutionary, something that would make finding information as easy as typing a few words into a search bar. They wanted to call it Google because their search engine was going to find a huge amount of information just like that big number. A googol is a mathematical term for the number 1 followed by 100 zeros. It's an unimaginably large number symbolizing the vastness of the information they aimed to organize. The name was perfect. It was unique, memorable, and it conveyed the immense scale of their project. They were excited about the name and what it represented. It was a name that would stand out in the crowded field of search engines, a name that would be synonymous with vast amounts of information. But guess what? Someone made a mistake. In the hustle and bustle of their work, amidst the late nights and the endless lines of code, a simple typo occurred. It was an easy mistake to make, just a slip of the finger on the keyboard. Instead of typing Google, they typed Google. It was a small error, but it had big consequences. At first they were probably annoyed. After all, they had put a lot of thought into the name, but then, something interesting happened. They realized that Google had a nice ring to it. It was short, easy to remember, and it still conveyed the idea of vast amounts of information. They spelled Google wrong, and typed Google instead. Oops. But this happy accident turned out to be a blessing in disguise. The name Google was catchy, and it quickly caught on. It was easy to say, easy to spell, and it had a playful, almost whimsical quality to it. It was a name that people could easily remember and associate with the idea of searching for information. And so, Google was born. What started as a simple typo became one of the most recognizable brands in the world. Today, Google is synonymous with searching for information on the internet. It's a reminder that sometimes even mistakes can lead to great things. Larry and Sergey checked if the name Google.com was available. And guess what? It was. They decided to go with it. Maybe they thought, hey, Google sounds kinda catchy. And you know what? They were right. The name Google stuck. It was easy to remember, and it sounded fun. Section 5. Searching the World Wide Web. So, Google was born. It started as a simple search engine, helping people find things on the internet, and well, it was really good at it. Google's search results were fast and accurate. People loved using Google. It was like having a super smart librarian in your pocket. Section 6. From search to everything. But Google didn't stop there. From its humble beginnings as a search engine, Google has transformed into a tech giant that touches almost every aspect of our digital lives. The company's mission to organize the world's information and make it universally accessible and useful has driven it to innovate and expand in ways that were unimaginable just a few decades ago. Oh no, it kept growing and growing. Google's growth trajectory has been nothing short of phenomenal. From acquiring companies to developing new technologies, Google has consistently pushed the boundaries of what's possible. The company's relentless pursuit of innovation has led to the creation of products and services that have become integral to our daily lives. Google started doing more than just search. It began to diversify its offerings, venturing into new territories and creating tools that would help people in various aspects of their lives. Google Drive, for instance, revolutionized the way we store and share files, making it easier for people to collaborate and access their documents from anywhere in the world. They created Gmail so we could send emails. Gmail wasn't just another email service, it was a game changer. With its generous storage space, powerful search capabilities, and seamless integration with other Google services, Gmail quickly became the go-to email platform for millions of users worldwide. It set a new standard for what an email service could be. They made Google Maps so we wouldn't get lost. Google Maps transformed the way we navigate the world. With its detailed maps, real-time traffic updates, and innovative features like Street View, Google Maps has become an indispensable tool for travelers, commuters, and anyone looking to explore new places. It's hard to imagine a time when we had to rely on paper maps or ask for directions. They even gave us Android, the operating system that powers many of our smartphones. Android's open-source nature has allowed it to become the most widely used mobile operating system in the world. It has empowered manufacturers to create a diverse range of devices, catering to different needs and preferences. Google was everywhere. From the phones in our pockets to the apps we use daily, Google's influence is undeniable. And let's not forget Google Photos, a service that has changed the way we store and share our memories. With its powerful search capabilities and unlimited storage options, Google Photos has made it easier than ever to organize and access our photos and videos. It's like having a personal photo assistant that helps you relive your favorite moments. Google Assistant, another groundbreaking innovation, has brought the power of artificial intelligence into our homes. With its ability to answer questions, control smart home devices, and even manage our schedules, Google Assistant has become an integral part of many households. It's like having a personal assistant that's always ready to help. Google Translate has broken down language barriers, making it easier for people to communicate and understand each other. With support for over 100 languages, Google Translate has become an essential tool for travelers, students, and professionals alike. It's a testament to Google's commitment to making information accessible to everyone, regardless of language. Google Calendar has revolutionized the way we manage our time. With its intuitive interface and seamless integration with other Google services, Google Calendar makes it easy to schedule meetings, set reminders, and stay organized. It's a powerful tool that helps us stay on top of our busy lives. Google Docs has transformed the way we create and collaborate on documents. With its real-time editing capabilities and cloud-based storage, Google Docs makes it easy for teams to work together, no matter where they are. It's a perfect example of how Google's innovations have made our lives more connected and efficient. And of course, there's YouTube, the platform that has changed the way we consume and share video content. With billions of users and an endless array of videos, YouTube has become a cultural phenomenon. It's a place where people can learn, be entertained, and connect with others from around the world. Google News has made it easier to stay informed about what's happening in the world. With its personalized news feed and comprehensive coverage, Google News helps us stay up to date with the latest headlines and stories that matter to us. It's a valuable resource for anyone looking to stay informed in today's fast-paced world. Google Fit has encouraged us to lead healthier lives by tracking our fitness activities and providing insights into our health. With its integration with various fitness devices and apps, Google Fit makes it easy to monitor our progress and stay motivated. It's a great example of how Google is helping us take better care of ourselves. Google Home has brought the convenience of smart home technology to our fingertips. With its ability to control various smart devices, play music, and provide information, Google Home has become a central hub for many households. It's a testament to Google's vision of creating a more connected and convenient world. Google Pay has simplified the way we make payments, making transactions faster and more secure. With its easy-to-use interface and wide acceptance, Google Pay has become a popular choice for many consumers. It's another example of how Google is making our lives more convenient. Google Keep has made it easier to capture and organize our thoughts. With its simple interface and powerful features, Google Keep helps us stay organized and productive. It's a great tool for anyone looking to keep track of their ideas and tasks. Google Classroom has transformed the way we learn and teach. With its user-friendly interface and powerful tools, Google Classroom makes it easy for teachers to manage their classes and for students to stay engaged. It's a perfect example of how Google is making education more accessible and effective. Google Duo has made it easier to stay connected with our loved ones. With its high-quality video calling capabilities and simple interface, Google Duo has become a popular choice for many users. It's a great example of how Google is helping us stay connected no matter where we are. Google Podcasts has made it easier to discover and listen to our favorite shows. With its personalized recommendations and easy-to-use interface, Google Podcasts has become a popular choice for many podcast enthusiasts. It's another example of how Google is enhancing our digital experiences. Google Lens has brought the power of visual search to our fingertips. With its ability to identify objects, translate text, and provide information, Google Lens has become a valuable tool for many users. It's a great example of how Google is making information more accessible and useful. Google Arts and Culture has made it easier to explore and appreciate the world's art and culture. With its vast collection of artworks and cultural artifacts, Google Arts and Culture has become a valuable resource for art enthusiasts and educators alike. It's a testament to Google's commitment to making knowledge and culture accessible to everyone. Google Earth has made it possible to explore our planet like never before. With its detailed satellite imagery and interactive features, Google Earth has become a popular tool for travelers, educators, and anyone curious about the world. It's a perfect example of how Google is helping us see and understand our world better. Google Shopping has made it easier to find and compare products online. With its powerful search capabilities and personalized recommendations, Google Shopping has become a popular choice for many consumers. It's another example of how Google is making our lives more convenient and connected. Google Books has made it easier to discover and read books from around the world. With its vast collection of titles and powerful search capabilities, Google Books has become a valuable resource for readers and researchers alike. It's a great example of how Google is making knowledge more accessible. Google Scholar has made it easier to find and access academic research. With its comprehensive database of scholarly articles and powerful search capabilities, Google Scholar has become an essential tool for students, researchers, and academics. It's a testament to Google's commitment to making information accessible to everyone. Google Finance has made it easier to stay informed about the financial markets. With its real-time data and powerful tools, Google Finance has become a valuable resource for investors and financial professionals. It's another example of how Google is making information more accessible and useful. Google Flights has made it easier to find and book flights. With its powerful search capabilities and personalized recommendations, Google Flights has become a popular choice for travelers. It's a great example of how Google is making our lives more convenient and connected. Google Travel has made it easier to plan and organize our trips. With its comprehensive tools and personalized recommendations, Google Travel has become a valuable resource for travelers. It's another example of how Google is enhancing our digital experiences. Google Podcasts has made it easier to discover and listen to our favorite shows. With its personalized recommendations and easy-to-use interface, Google Podcasts has become a popular choice for many podcast enthusiasts. It's another example of how Google is enhancing our digital experiences. Google Lens has brought the power of visual search to our fingertips. With its ability to identify objects, translate text, and provide information, Google Lens has become a valuable tool for many users. It's a great example of how Google is making information more accessible and useful. Google Arts and Culture has made it easier to explore and appreciate the world's art and culture. With its vast collection of artworks and cultural artifacts, Google Arts and Culture has become a valuable resource for art enthusiasts and educators alike. It's a testament to Google's commitment to making knowledge and culture accessible to everyone. Google Earth has made it possible to explore our planet like never before. With its detailed satellite imagery and interactive features, Google Earth has become a popular tool for travelers, educators, and anyone curious about the world. It's a perfect example of how Google is helping us see and understand our world better. Google Shopping has made it easier to find and compare products online. With its powerful search capabilities and personalized recommendations, Google Shopping has become a popular choice for many consumers. It's another example of how Google is making our lives more convenient and connected. Google Books has made it easier to discover and read books from around the world. With its vast collection of titles and powerful search capabilities, Google Books has become a valuable resource for readers and researchers alike. It's a great example of how Google is making knowledge more accessible. Google Scholar has made it easier to find and access academic research. With its comprehensive database of scholarly articles and powerful search capabilities, Google Scholar has become an essential tool for students, researchers, and academics. It's a testament to Google's commitment to making information accessible to everyone. Google Finance has made it easier to stay informed about the financial markets. With its real-time data and powerful tools, Google Finance has become a valuable. Section 7. Google's impact. It's huge. Today, Google is one of the biggest and most important companies in the world. It has changed the way we live, work, and play. We rely on Google for so much, it's hard to imagine our lives without it, all because of a simple typo. Section 8. Mistakes happen. That's okay. The story of Google teaches us a valuable lesson. Sometimes mistakes can lead to amazing things. If that typo hadn't happened, who knows what the world would be like today? Maybe we'd all be using a search engine called Google, or maybe something completely different. Section 9, Google's lesson. Embrace the oops. So, the next time you make a mistake, don't worry too much. Embrace the oops moment. You never know, it might just lead you to something incredible, just like it did for Google.